Welcome back. Time now for news from the left. During the Fetterman-Oz debate last night, MSNBC's Joe Scarborough tweeted this out. John Fetterman's ability to communicate is seriously impaired. Pennsylvania voters will be talking about this obvious fact, even if many in the media will not. And he predicted his own future. The woke liberal censorship mob instantly became enraged with Scarborough. Liberals, with liberals, it is party over truth, party over reality, party over common frickin' sense. Scarborough had some cleanup to do, and again, as I said, he predicted his own future. Naturally, he capitulated to Fetterman all morning on his show and slammed Oz every chance he could.
I've been to Pennsylvania a lot. This guy doesn't look like he's from Pennsylvania. He doesn't talk like he's from Pennsylvania. And when he starts talking about people in the water management district making decisions about life or death decisions on rape, incest, life of the mother, that's somebody that doesn't think like most Pennsylvanians I've talked to either.
What does he think Pennsylvania people look like? First off, a couple things. I'll admit I haven't spent a lot of time in Pennsylvania. I do find it hard to believe that anyone else in the state looks or sounds or thinks like John Fetterman. And by the way, since we're analyzing what places people look like they're from, Joe Scarborough looks exactly like a grown-up version of Milhouse from The Simpsons. I've said this before. And as we all know, they never told us what state The Simpsons was set in. So Oz doesn't look like he's from Pennsylvania. Where does Joe Scarborough look like he's from? And you can't just say Springfield. Tweet me. Up next, another round of Everything is Racist with Joe Biden. This time it's those annoying airline fees, you know, when they automatically put you in the middle seat in row 48, and then you try to change and go up to the front and be on the aisle, and they try to charge you for that, or they try to upcharge you to get into the exit row with a little bit more leg room. Yeah, everybody hates that. But apparently we should really hate it because apparently it's racist.
Some airlines, if you want 6 more inches between you and the seat in front, you pay more money. But you don't know it until you purchase your ticket. Look, folks, these are junk fees. They're unfair, and they hit marginalized Americans the hardest, especially low-income folks and people of color.
First off, they tell you every time they do this. You're going to move up to the seat. It tells you it's annoying, but they tell you it's $39 if you want to get a little bit more leg room. You want to be in the aisle in the front. That's the way it is. What he's saying is so desperate, it's embarrassing. He's obviously trying to pander, trying to win the midterms, as he always is. By the way, to our feckless government, there's a solution to this racist policy. It's called competition. You're the ones that let all the airlines merge, and now there's only like 3 big ones left. So yeah, they're going to screw us because they don't have enough competition. You don't like it, you have nobody to blame but yourselves, and it ain't racist. Moving on, move over Liz Warren. We found yet another fake Indian, self-described Native American professor at UC Berkeley. Elizabeth Hoover is just another white chick. She's admitted she's not Native American. In a statement she posted on her personal website, she said, while it's clear that racial identifications and census records are complicated and sometimes unclear, we have to date found no record of tribal citizenship for any family members in the tribal databases that were accessed. Hoover claims she grew up going to powwows and ceremonies for the Mohawk tribe, which her grandmother was a member of, and her father's grandmother was a member of another tribe, she claims. She claims the Native American culture shaped her entire life, but she was not eligible for tribal enrollment due to blood quantum requirements. So we have another Liz Warren. We have another Hilaria Baldwin. As long as this country incentivizes being anything but white, prepare to see a lot of losers pretending to be anything but white. Finally, the Astros and the Phillies are going to the World Series. Check out this headline. No U.S.-born black players expected in World Series for the first time since 1950. So apparently there's foreign-born black players, and we also know that there's a whole bunch of Latino players in Major League Baseball. Houston's Jose Altuve, probably the best guy on the team. Another guy from the other team, from the Phillies. Yes, there's plenty, but even though Major League Baseball is insanely diverse, as you know, anytime you turn it on, it's not good enough for the mainstream press weenies. Wait about 5 more years, they'll be complaining about trans representation in the World Series. Always got to say something, right? You can't just enjoy the World Series, right? Because why would you? Finally tonight, some perspective. Elon Musk tweeting a video of himself walking into Twitter's headquarters. The sale will be complete on Friday. Let that sink in, he says in a tweet as he carries this big sink walking in. How cool is it that he's probably the richest man alive? I mean, how cool is that? Musk has a vision for Twitter that begins with giving the boot to 75% of a very entitled and arrogant workforce. The pink-haired libs tasked with shadow banning anything to the right of Bernie Sanders. What happens Friday will have a profound effect on media in this country. Twitter is the platform of choice for journalists, pundits, politicos. This is where everything filters through, especially on the left. They have an outsized influence on what stories are considered important. Twitter is everything in media. Musk tweeting today, a beautiful thing about Twitter is how it empowers citizen journalism. People are able to disseminate news without an establishment bias. Well, that's his vision for what it could be, because there is a bias right now. But if you took that away, imagine what Twitter could be. Think about how simple Elon Musk's vision is for this, a place where ideas and speech can just flow. 20 years ago in this country, Elon Musk would be a national treasure. He'd be more liked by liberals than conservatives for the way that he thinks. But liberals have discovered the power and benefits of censorship. So naturally, Elon Musk has been vilified. Listen to the way they're talking about somebody that just wants freedom of speech, freedom of ideas, nothing to be oppressed.
Unrestricted speech, replatforming conspiracy theorists. What would these principles look like on Twitter?
It becomes a lot more toxic, and some people may choose to leave.
Is it free speech or is it hate speech? Is that what we're going to get?
Really intelligent people there opining on the situation. They are not worried about hate speech. They're worried that you might read something that is counter to their narrative. That's all this is. Let's roll the video of him walking in with the sink one more time, just because I think it is so good. Elon Musk rolling into Twitter, carrying a huge sink and tweeting out, "Let this sink in." A nice message to everybody so nervous